everyone. Welcome to Mrs. Moskowitz's Art Room. Today, I'd like to introduce you to an artist whose name is Menasche Kadishman. And Menasche Kadishman is an Israeli. He was born in 1932 in Israel. He died in the year 2015 in Israel. And he is considered a painter and a sculptor. When he was 15 years old, his father, who at that point in his life was an industrial worker and a sculptor, passed away. So Menasche quit school and he went to work so that he could help his mother support the family. And his mother was a teacher and a painter, so he always had art in his blood. He worked as a shepherd for 3 years in Kibbutz Mayan Baruch. And his experience with nature and with sheep and sheep herding had a significant impact on his career and his love of sheep. Okay. His persona was a shepherd turned artist. And he was very, very large. You can see from this picture. He was very large in physique. He had a wild beard, loose garments, and sandals, which he wore all the time. And because of this, he was considered a child of nature. In my generation, it was called being a hippie. Okay, so this is a picture of him at his easel painting his beloved sheep, which was his main topic that he would paint. That was his passion. And it's very, very important to find your passion and what you're interested in. Me personally, I paint the beach. The beach is my passion. This is a drum circle that was painted from Siesta Key. And it was something that's very, very important to me. And it's a mixed media painting where you have string woven in on the drums. You have beading on one of the female drummers over here. And it's a conglomeration of a whole bunch of different personalities. Okay, so many artists have many different passions. George Rodriguez, who we'll learn about it another time, his passion was Blue Dog. And he did tons and tons and tons of paintings of Blue Dog in different backgrounds. Menasche Kadishman did the same thing with sheep. His passion was sheep. And he did this very simplified version of a sheep head with tons and tons and tons of different backgrounds. So you can see here, it's basically the same shape, but a different colored background. And these paintings nowadays go for over $1,500 each. Okay, and this is one that he did where he took 18 different pictures of sheep and put them together into one painting. He was also a sculptor, and he did some very, very interesting sculptures, which this is one of them, and it's called The Sacrifice or Binding of Isaac. It's metal. It was done in 1982, and you can see it's a picture of a ram, a picture of Isaac, and his parents looking on. 3 different sculptures combining to make one piece. Another sculpture of his, which I found very, very moving, is called Shalechet, or Fallen Leaves. And this was compiled in 1997, and it's in the Jewish Museum in Berlin. It is round, open-mouthed faces made from iron from a prior display which he accumulated all of these faces. There's over 20,000 faces, and the only way you can really see them is by walking on top of it. It's an unforgettable experience, and it is dedicated to Holocaust and war victims everywhere. Another one of his sculptures, getting back to our sheep. This one is called Motherhood, and it's a horse with a landscape cut out of its belly. And again, this is made out of metal. So Menasche Kadishman was considered a minimalist. His pictures are very basic, made with shapes. And his feeling was, one of his quotes was, art grows from feelings, not rational calculations alone. And when you're doing sculptures and when you're doing paintings, you do have to figure out and think about what you're doing and how you're going to make everything fit on the canvas. So calculations are important, but the most important thing to him was his feelings. A lot of his paintings and his sculptures were political statements. Like, remember from this one, that was a political statement about the Holocaust and how Jews were just walked upon. So Menasche Kadishman died at the age of 82. His mother, when she was alive, she told him that when you turn 83, that's when you will be considered an adult. So in his mind, he was never adult. He was always a child, enjoying painting, enjoying sculpting, and enjoying life. He found his passion, which was sheep. I have my passion, which is the beach. I challenge you to find your passion. What is something that you love and that you would like to be able to create and inspire other people with? That's it for today from Mrs. Moskowitz's Art Room. Later on in the week, I will have a project for us to do in the style of Menasche Kadishman. But think about that. Think about your inspiration. See you soon. Bye.